Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll get started on our next tournament here. We're doing the Flashy Crumpin' Challenge, and looks like it's going to be a 5-round situation here. The first round is going to be the Feeding Grounds. I'm going to be playing as the Orks after the new update, since I've done some different multiplayer matches here. I still feel like I'm a little bit behind, but the Feeding Ground has 2,000 points, 80 point target with an 8-turn limit, so kind of the standard objectives here. So I'm going to play around a little bit with some different forces here. I don't know how effective this is going to be, but I have two weird boys here. I have one knob, two pain boys. I wanted to play around with the Death Dreads here. 3 flash gets, 1 Luda, 1 burner, and then 4 war bikes, and that left me with 2 Gretchens worth of points left to try to soak up some Overwatch and hold points down. So we'll see how this works. My hope is that by using the Death Dreads with their increased movement, in addition to the war bikes, I can close quite a bit of distance here. And then I found that having at least one knob over on the side here when you're pushing tends to work pretty effectively. And then the big thing here is just making sure when you're crossing the center, that you use your guys with a lot of movement to get up here a little bit quicker so you don't cause so much of a jam to start here. Now you always got to be careful with the Death Dreads here, that you keep them within range of each other so you don't end up losing out on some of your movement. But my hope is with all these movements here, I can either fight off a big force if he comes here, and if he doesn't, then I can quickly get him back to the middle. So we'll see if that works out, but I think with all their movement bonuses, that should work out pretty effectively for us. Now we're going to have to be cognizant of Blood Angels spawning behind us here if he calls in the reinforcements with the Assault Marines. So it's 5v5. So we're going to move you guys up here. Keep those guys over on the side here. Move you up one here. We'll keep the Pain Boy over here. I could move the Weird Boy up a little bit. And then these guys can get here to hopefully be able to attack the following turn. Now, if I move him over to here, this will be full cover and protect you. But he could also jump me because he's probably going to have an Assault Marine army, because that's what most players will do with the Space Marines. And now we have to decide, are we going to be pushing forward? And I think the answer to that is yes. So let's see here. We've got a Librarian Dreadnought. So he's doing a very heavy vehicle build. I've actually seen a couple of players do this with the Space Marines lately. So I'm not sure what has spurred this change. It definitely can be pretty effective, especially if you can't keep your flash skits alive. If I keep seeing more of it, I think it's going to make me want to think about the beamy def guns. But as long as you keep the flash skits alive, you can sometimes push through. Alright, let's put you guys on Overwatch here. Ideally, I would have liked you to be over a little bit further. I don't think anybody's going to be able to jump you. So let's move you up here. Yeah, I'm not sure which way he's going to break these guys off is the thing. So I might just bring the Death Dreads up here, because they'll be able to tank the hits if they come for me. And you can come up here. I mean, I was thinking maybe to have the Gretchen over here to lock this down. I think I'm gonna probably just move you one to guarantee some safety there. He should not be able to jump me. I could move you over one here, and that will allow you to put some points there. And you can be here. So he's got just a regular land speeder. Now he does have the multi-melta, so we gotta be careful we don't get sniped, because that will allow him to kill our heroes, which are of critical importance here. And it looks like he's trying to snipe them, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Alright, so he's got a lieutenant back here because he just put the momentum gains up there. And they also, looks like he gave them the buffed attacks here. Alright, and he's using the librarian over here. I thought he was going to do the movement. Now I'm kind of confused, because that's ranged accuracy. Put an armor on there, I guess. Alright, that wasn't great. I would have thought he would have put the armor on the Dreadnought if he was going to run him down here so much. But maybe he didn't have the Tech Marine close enough. Let's see, that's just the bolter there. Ah, he did land the attack. I was kind of hoping you were going to miss there. Alright, so we've got to take out this Dreadnought. So that should be pretty easy, because I think if I do this, that should significantly increase my guy's ability to hit him. So let's move you over here. Move you there. If I move you up here, I can do this, and this should buff everybody here. And I'll pull you back. And now you attack here. Ah, you weren't able to quite get the kill. I think what I'll do is just attack here, because that should kill him. And then if he does, I'll pull you back so you don't get blown up in the explosion. Alright, he does have the Invictus on Overwatch. Actually, it looks like my Def Dreads can snipe his librarian, or his Tech Marine here. So if that's true, I think with these two attacks I should almost be able to kill him. If not, flat out kill him. That's 38. 33. Yeah, if I move him up one. Let's do that. That's 70, yep. This might actually work. Alright, let's attack here. Nice. Alright, if I can do that one more time, you can kill this guy. Do it. I think that graze just saved him. Yeah. Oh, you almost got him. And then this will allow me to go both directions here. Now, he does have some assault marines here. Looks like he's got a bolt pistol. I just want to make sure he doesn't have a hand flamer, because if he does, he'll easily be able to kill these Gretchen. Put you here and shoot there. Alright, so that was huge. We've taken out the Dreadnought. If I bring you up here, I don't think you're going to be able to shoot because I think those tanks and the other guys are going to be considered full cover. I'm not sure what I want to do in the center here. So we see that he's got the multi-melta going. So let's do that. You're up to 30 some. Alright, what do we got here? We've got the lieutenant, some of those other guys, so this could be a pretty dangerous grouping here, especially with the lieutenant, because it looks like he's got the thunder hammer. Alright, looks like that didn't activate it. I could move up one more, but I don't think I want to. Okay, good. And then you can attack here, so just kill that. Excellent. So the land speeder's down. If I move you guys back, I don't want him to be able to get behind me, is the only thing. Because with that frickin' Warhammer, he can really screw my guys up here. And then those plasma pistols can also really screw me up too. But if you want to debate those guys, that would be fine. Maybe I move the pain boy here. I'm going to just pull you back. And then maybe I bring you guys here. And I can set up some overwatch. In case he tries to jump me.
Putting more holes in them than the war boss's plans. Oh, sorry, boss.
And then we'll pull you over here. And that should protect your back. And that if he jumps over and to attack you, that should go through your overwatch area. Alright, yeah, we just gotta be careful because those two Thunderhammer attacks should almost squad wipe one of my guys, and then the plasma pistols will probably be able to get the other one. Or, well, it'll damage them, it won't squad wipe them, obviously. Gretchen over here, or Burna Boys? Speaking that it's all vehicles, I think I'm gonna go with the Burna Boys. Oh, interesting. I don't know why that didn't attack. Well, I guess I'm just going to move you up here. You can shoot into the land speeder, I guess. And we'll pull you over here. Hopefully you'll be in cover. And yeah, he does in fact have the autocannon. I thought maybe with him not having that overwatch there he had the flamer, but that is not the case. Alright, let's do that. And what I'd like to do is make it so he can't attack my flash gets, because if he snipes those guys with his predator, that's a bad day. So maybe I pull these guys back. Now, unfortunately, that means they're going to use all their movement to get over there. Let's see. If I move you there, he's going to move in between. If I move you here, that should block it. But then if he blows up the bikes, that's going to damage them when they explode. I could just move you in front, and that might body block them attacking the flash gets here, because again, I need to protect the flash gets. That's the most important unit here. Alright, let's see what happens. So he's moving his little blood angels over here to do that. That's fine. Alright. And those guys are just regular Hellblasters, so he can shoot all he wants there. Didn't take out any models. Alright, yep, as expected, here comes the Predator. Okay, he's gonna attack the Burner Boys with that. That's fine by me. Alright. Good. Alright, he's gonna use his bonus attack there. Yep, and he's gonna use his grenades. Gretchen? Yep, that's the right decision. Alright, now you're shooting into the Predators. And he's pulling them back. The Invictus is here. He's attacking the Gretchen for some reason. I guess he just doesn't want to have to go through all that damage. The Tech Marine's running away. Alright, here comes some... Alright, Death Company with Hand Flamer. So they've got to die, otherwise he's going to take out my Gretchen. Alright, and he's actually ahead of me with points. So I do need to be a little more aggressive here. So let's move you up. He's still got all these guys here. Let's heal you. Move you down here. If I move you up here, you should be able to do the headbanger against the Predator. Okay, good. That's 50 damage. And then this should give you a pretty good chance to hit. So let's have you shoot into here. Okay, that's 100 some damage. You can only get to here. I can't tell which one the circle's bigger for. I think it's here. Alright, 74. Nice, 150. I wonder if my bikes can just get the kill. Let's move you to here. Because I could probably do the Def Dreads over here to get the kill too. But I don't know if I have to be honest. Alright, 80%. Oh, you're just short. But let's move you here. Move you here. Alright, he's down. I can move you to here and block that. Now I can move the Gretchen up and that'll body block this location. I can bring you here and the Pain Boy will give bonus health. But with these guys being here... Yeah, see, I'm stuck at this impasse here. And it's so stupid that that's considered an obscured area because of the elevation there. Alright, if I move you up here, you're gonna have to soak up all that Overwatch. I don't think that makes particular sense. if I bring you here, that will allow you to have some overwatch. You can come here. Alright, you're healing there. I can bring you to here. If I bring you up one, that might increase your chance to hit, but I can't let him get behind you. Otherwise he's going to kill you guys. Yeah, that's not great. It's only a 50%. If I do that, you're going to still be short. Well, I think we got to try to kill these guys. Alright, you did some damage. It wasn't particularly good. I could bring you up here to shoot into him. It's 45% chance. Oh, you still couldn't kill any models. Okay, so I probably just screwed myself here now. Alright, well, let's just put you here to try to protect these guys. I could run you up there to guarantee a kill. Well, that's not true. I can't guarantee a kill. Because if he focuses on the wrong guy, he'll still be alive. And that would be a lot of Overwatch to have to go through. Might as well just put you on Overwatch here. I wonder if I move you up here, can I bait him to attack you?
We even shoot quicker.
I might be able to bait him into attacking you.
Orks is the best, and us flash kids are the best orks.
Because usually people see that explosion, they get all excited. Alright, let's get you up here. I think I can get you guys... I can either... Let's see here. Yeah, if I get you to here, you'll be able to... Yeah, see, I think if I go here, this might partially block you guys. Ooh, baby. Alright. Well, that kind of changes things. Normally I just walk up here, but I don't want you to get flamed. So let's move you to here. And can you kill this guy? Yes, you can. Alright, that's huge. I guess you're going to be shooting into these guys then. We'll set you up with your Overwatch. You can come over here. Turn you here, so that way your backs aren't exposed. Alright. Alright, this is going well. We'll bring you up to here, so you should get the bonus health for everybody now. And that should body block these guys. Now, I assume he's just going to use the land speeder over here to destroy the Gretchen, and then he can just come down. That assault squad's in a bad way. He's still ahead of me with points, though. Shit, he's got a sanguinary priest back here. Alright, so I probably just waste a bunch of... Yeah, I see, here he comes. Okay, good, good. We did successfully bait him here. And if that's the case, he's probably gonna... Yep. Okay, go ahead and shoot into him. Waste your attacks. He's got dual... Wait. No! Oh, I feel so bad for you. Why did you do that? I mean, he's doing this to lock him down because he's like, oh, I've got two guys here that are stuck in melee that aren't going to be able to do anything, and now he's using his overcharge to shoot into these guys. But you should have gone after the knobs, because the knobs are going to give me the ability to just kill your guys. Alright, so he's running down with his Tech Marine to start buffing his guys. Yep, he's shooting into the Gretchen. That's kind of what we thought was going to happen. He's pulling back with these guys, setting up some Overwatch. Alright, he used his autocannons there to attack the bike. Alright, these guys are running. I assume he's charging me. No. Okay, now I'm confused. I don't know what his thought process is here. Well, shoot into these guys. Good. And then this bike can come down here, and this might actually be enough to just kill these guys. It was. Alright, excellent. And if that's the case... I might just be able to get these guys into melee. Alright, so he's down. Let's move you over, move you up one. Yeah, I can. I can get you guys into melee range. Alright, so we're going to get you up here and rear attack the Invictor. Nice. Okay, this is going well. Now it's time for my comeback. Unfortunately, he's in cover, so I don't have a good area to get some shots into this guy. Well, I could boost these guys' shots. Do I need to do that, though? I think if I just move you up here, he's at an angle, so you should be able to move past him. And do this, because I need to kill these Inceptors. Ugh! The lack of splash screwed me over, but you should be able to kill him. Okay, good. Now, the armor, the heavy... Oh no. Why is your chance to hit so low? Oh my god, because it's a slight angle. Alright, let's do this. His evasion's lower. You're at 46. Let's move you here. You're up to 55. Let's just do this to guarantee the kill, because he has probably a bunch of command points right now. Alright, he's down. Excellent. Now... You're up to 65. Shooting into these guys. Let's move you up. You're gonna body block this. You can stay back here. You're there. You can hide behind full cover. Okay. Those guys should be screwed. Let's capture that. Honestly, let's move you behind here, because this should get you into partial cover, right? Now you might get shot, though. Alright, that Invictus Warsuit shouldn't be able to attack me. Let's move you over here. And shoot here. Alright, good. If I move you here... Well, maybe I just move you up to here. And then you can shoot into him. Nice. Alright, good. And then you are coming up here. Full cover. 33%, whatever. Okay. Let's move you up to here. This should give you bonus health. Now I guess I could even move you up one. Can you do... Probably not going to get the kill. You almost did though. Ooh, he's got a pretty good melee attack. That's quite the backhand. He does way more than a Dreadnought does. That kind of makes me laugh, but I guess he is a Primaris, so Primaris are supposed to be Space Marine Plus, right? Actually, ironically, if I had moved you up and probably meleeed him, that would have got me the kill. Maybe I just move you here. Alright, I still have this war bike. Let's just move you around then. I should be able to get the point over here. Alright, nice. I assume he's gonna heal. Yep. Yeah, grenade. Yep. Alright, good. Now, the thing that makes me laugh is with their zone of control attack, it's so weak compared to their regular attack. It's like they're really weakened. Alright, he's using his overcharge. I think he just wiped out one of my models. Alright, nice. The comeback is here. So, we took out these guys. Let's move you up here and start shooting these guys down. Nice. And you can come up to here and take that. Now, the Def Dreads are going to come up here, because I think I can move you guys up and get some shots here. You can. It's weak, but you can do something. Alright, good. Yeah, those freaking Def Dreads, man, they've been buffed so much. So they're actually really good.
What now? Say so. Well, maybe.
Alright, well. Let's move you up here. Let's buff everybody. I don't think there's any good way for me to get attacks into these guys, right? That's 34. I mean, you can try. I could also just move you up. And then if you come up to here... Alright, you got the bonus health. Alright, you just flat out killed him. And you can shoot into these hell blasters. Alright, and... we'll move you up to there. We can move you up to here. Got a 35% chance to hit. So I guess you can just shoot there. You can come here to body block that. You guys can start to move up here. Everybody's got the bonus health now. Alright, you just keep moving this way. You just stay there, although I don't think there's really anything they can do to you. Because I should just get the points unless he captures a point from me next turn. I could have increased his damage further to kill those Hell Blasters. Alright, good. And he's still attacking me. But he doesn't have any way to capture anything. He's just trying to do hit and run stuff, but that pushes me to the 80-point limit, so now that's victory. So, alright, that worked out pretty well for us. So definitely a good match. I think our opponent could have done some things a little bit better to make it work out for him here, but I do like this whole knob on the left side of the screen situation because of the cover. As long as they don't get killed, you can usually get them into those choke points and then push the way through while your other forces are weakening units as you're fighting and firing into them, and then setting up some good overwatch. Now, as you could see, the Ludas were really having some trouble setting up some good attacks because there's some slight elevation things, and as you saw, that cost catastrophic accuracy penalties, which always makes me roll my eyes. It's like, oh, it's a slight slope. I can't shoot now. It's a minus 30% accuracy thing, and it's like, come on, guys. And it's not really very clear. I wish they would give you like little indicators with every square you go over with how much accuracy you're losing. I mean, you can do kind of a little in-depth thing where it just says like accuracy or units in front of you or obstructed, things like that. But that way it would kind of educate you a little bit on what terrain areas are the ones that are affecting you the most to kind of position your guys here. But as you saw, the knobs definitely are a little bit weaker with their melee attack because they don't have this splash anymore. So if we had the original knobs, I'm sure that would have been a squad wipe on those Inceptors. Instead, we had to use another attack there. Now, it is nice that they can't be suppressed if you're going to do like a charge attack after using that ability. So that should theoretically really increase their damage output overall, as long as you're going to be using charge attacks with them. But again, the trade-off for that is they're going to be really good against taking out high-value targets and vehicles, but high model count units are not going to be great. Now, perhaps their thought was is with the Mega Armor knobs, they have more splash damage, so that's how they're trying to differentiate the two, because there's rarely times where I'm like, God, I'm going to bring a 3 model unit here that costs more than the knobs that are going to have way more health and be able to tank things much better because they can get healed for a lot more instead of getting focus fire down like a Mega knob can, because there's only a 3 model count for those units. But I'm not sure. I mean, the Mega Knobs also have, the missiles and the flamers and some bonus attacks, so there's some other things that make them a little more viable. But I just have not found them to be a good use of points thus far, but maybe with some of these changes I'll have to reconsider that. But the thing with our opponent here is, especially on this right side here, is he was scared to commit with his lieutenant. Now, the whole point of the lieutenant with the Thunderhammer is all that splash damage allows you to just totally come in there and slaughter. So had he ran in there and started taking out my knobs, then he could have used the Inceptors to use that zone of control, and that would have really affected my ability to move around those Ludas and the Flash Gits, and it totally would have messed me up. Or if he would have just used the Inceptors and the Lieutenant, he could have totally squad wiped the knobs there and with the Power Claws, and then he would have had a surround on with those other guys with all those zone of controls. I wouldn't have been able to kill him, and then that would have been a really bad situation. So I was really scared he was going to do that. I've noticed a lot of players recently have really been focus firing down the bikes, which has been, especially if I set the bikes next to my units, because they're like, oh, I'm going to not only kill that bike, but I'm going to blow it up and it's going to cause all this damage. I mean, yes, it's a nuisance and you do some splash damage, but knobs recently got a slight increase in their armor, so they're taking significantly less splash damage from those explosions than they used to. And it's rarely worth it to do like chain explosions unless you're trying to weaken it down for another unit to finish them off. But that would have been my recommendation, because if he would have just taken out those power clawed knobs, this whole right side would have been very hard for me to take. Now, I would have eventually cleared out the center and been able to come over here, but he would have scored a bunch of different points here. And he wouldn't have allowed me to just totally steamroll him here. The other thing is, his Sanguinary Priest is a really good melee unit too, so had he been able to push through there, taking the knobs out, then he could have ran down with the Sanguinary Priest and start not only buffing the melee damage to his units, but also increased, the Chalice to give him momentum buffs, because had you had done that with the Lieutenant, he would have been surging, and he would have had, a third attack, and it would have been a major issue for me, and so I think he would have been able to just crumble this whole force. So yes, the Thunder Hammer does allow you to do some increased single target damage as well, but the big thing you're paying for is all that splash damage to let you squad wipe things. I was very impressed with how the Def Dreads work here between their movement, their 20% extra shots, and had I been using the more DACA ability, that would have given me additional 40 more shots. I think the Def Dreads are going to be crazy good with those big shooters on there, because effectively what that is almost like the same weapon that the Ludas have, but they have more shots, and they're more durable. So as long as you're able to keep them protected, they can do really good damage for you, allow you to snipe HQ units now. Probably not against the Tau, meaning sniping their commanders, but I bet it would work really well for Ethereals and also against Breachers and Pathfinders and other things. So I think Def Dreads are going to definitely be a nightmare unit against Tau against Tau going forward. So I'm interested to see how that goes. And again, I still think I probably need to play around with the beamy def guns more, because I just, every time I've tried to use them on multiplayer matches before the tournament, people were just quitting on me, so I never got a good feel for it. And then against AI players, they're just not good enough for you to get an accurate portrayal how it's going to work against real life players. Now, he had some weird plays on the other side of the screen with his Death Company and the Assault Marines. I'm not quite sure why he jumped behind me. I think his thought was, oh, I'll just be able to get behind there and then just slice them apart, and then he'll either have to come get me. Had he been able to get the Death Company down there and flame those Gretchens down, he would have been able to surge and then get bonus attacks. So, I mean, there's a couple of things that he could have done there. Thankfully, with all those extra shots with the Death Dread, I was able to kill that Death Company with the Warbike bonus there, and then I was able to just clear that whole side as well. And then because the Def Dreads have so much movement, we were able to rapidly redeploy them to the center and then get that flanking force to really lock down that Invictus Warsuit. Had he focused down my flash gets, I think he would have significantly improved his chances in the center too. Now, it would have been counterintuitive because you would have given me a turn or two to get points from that center place. But, you know, had you taken out those two flash gets, unless I had moved those Def Dreads over further, you would have been able to wipe out a lot of those forces and then been able to just take it back from me pretty easily, and I wouldn't have had anything to be able to do damage to you, because I mean the burners weren't going to do damage to you. The Pain Boy is going to do 30 to 40 damage with his power claw against a vehicle, and then your Invictus Warsuit gets counterattacks. The Weird Boy was going to do, you know, maybe 20 to 40 damage, so not enough that I was going to be able to do anything really to you. The Warbikes actually are pretty good at damaging vehicles. I'm surprised. When they first came out, the damage was just abysmal with them, but they really got buffed up and became a very viable unit now, so I do like that. And then the big thing is just making sure you're not wasting a bunch of attacks unnecessarily on units that have a bunch of evasion, because I think I had pop smoke and done some other things, hit the red button to go faster, and you were using some attacks on me there, but it was like I had 30% evasion, and you could have just wiped out other units. So, you know, like one of the twin cannon attacks you did was to focus down on the Gretchen, and again, I think you did that because you knew I was going to move them in and just use them to body block the strategic point to be able to hold it for a little bit easier. But again, had you just focused down those flash kits, you really would have affected my damage potential to your vehicles, and then it would have all snowballed out of control for me. So I think had you made a little tweaks with that, your force actually would have worked out. And then it's unclear to me why you didn't attack with the multi-melta. I mean, you had given them accuracy bonuses, armor piercing bonuses with your lieutenant. You should have been able to shoot somebody with that. And I think between those bonuses, had you got a crit, you could have one-shotted my Pain Boy. Now, maybe he was far enough away. I can't remember quite where he was positioned, but it was kind of weird. And then your Overwatch, I think you just kept it at the optimal range, but then I was able to outshoot him with my other units, so you never got your Overwatch shot. So a little bit weird with how you did that, but I am also guilty of not optimizing my Overwatches, so I can't hold that against you too much. But hopefully, if you see this matchup, that gives you some tips from our matchup here on things you could have done differently, and I think you could have definitely hurt me as an Orc player doing those things. The Orcs are definitely a fun unit, faction. They're still, I think, a little bit harder. I think there's going to be ways to kill them, but it definitely feels like range, they're buffed significantly with the range, and I foresee
Def Dreads, Flash Gits being the backbone of forces going forward. And I wonder, I haven't played around with the big mechs or the Def Copters because they reworked how that works, or the War Boss yet. So I'm very curious to see how those go too, because I think both of those guys were buffed as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.